What's good, so much? Weezy Hoops here back with another amazing video. As you about the title, man, Steph Curry is. We talking about maybe the best point guard of all time, Steph Curry. We talking about maybe a top 10 player of all time, Steph Curry. We talking about a future five-time NBA champion, Steph Curry. We talking about a two-time possible Finals. I'm getting too far ahead, way too far ahead, just to over one series. But before we even get into me and how far ahead I'm about to get here. Like the video, comment down below your take on this whole Steph Curry situation. How you feeling about this? Is Steph Curry top 10 all time? Is he the best point guard of all time? I mean, God's sake, we just saw the greatest Game 7 performance from a player in NBA history. I think I have the right to overreact, but most importantly, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We're going to get straight into this game, this post-game reaction, man. And all I'm going to say is two words. Steph Curry, he was everywhere. Through Klay Thompson having a horrible first half, I think an abysmal first half. I like that word better. He didn't one shot, he went like 1 for 10. Klay Thompson finished this game 4 for 19, 2 for 10 from the free throw line. Didn't stop him. Jordan Poole had another abysmal game. Didn't stop him. Andrew Wiggins, he played great. He was active. Didn't have the best shooting night. Still showed up. The only person that gave this man help on the offensive side of the floor was Kevon Looney, man. Props to Kevon Looney. This entire series, he was amazing. I think he had 3 games with over 20 rebounds, basically half the series with 20-plus rebounds a game. It was very impressive. He had 10 offensive rebounds against the team that was number 3 in preventing offensive rebounds. That's why they brought Sabonis in. Sabonis, man. He got played off the floor, man. That's another big prop to Kevon Looney and Draymond Green. They did not let Sabonis get to where he wanted to be. They did not let Sabonis be that bruiser that he was all regular season. That MVP candidate Sabonis, they did not allow him to be that. They made him settle for mid-range jump shots. And that's not really what Sabonis is. He wants to get you in a post. He wants to get you down low. He wants to bruise you up. He wants to get under that rim and score. But they did not allow that, man. It was just huge props to his warrior team, but especially Stephen Curry. It didn't matter the double teams, the single coverages, the triple coverages. He was doing a little bit of everything. Them threes that he was making was kind of un-effing believable. I could not believe what I was watching. But again, I'm going to give another shout out to Kevon Looney. Because those putbacks, those 10 offensive rebounds was a huge this game, especially when you have players like Klay Thompson off, Jordan Poole off. And for the most part, everybody was off but Steph Curry. Nobody that took more than 5 shots shot over 40%. Nobody that took over 5 shots shot over 43%. That's just for Draymond Green. But, yeah, I think that's enough Steph Curry glazing. I want to give a huge shout out to the Kings. We didn't see a pretty game from Harrison Barnes, but that's normal for every game 7. We didn't see much from Kevin Huerter, and De'Aaron Fox didn't have the best night. De'Aaron Fox is injured, but I'm not really for all those people on Twitter that's trying to say they would only win if De'Aaron Fox wasn't injured. All those people was hyping up De'Aaron Fox when it came out that his finger was broken before Game 5, and then he came out Game 5 and dropped 40 points. All y'all was posting De'Aaron Fox, so I kind of want that same energy here. This is the same De'Aaron Fox, same energy, so I don't want to hear. We didn't see a pretty outing from Malik Monk, and we didn't get anything from Davion Mitchell, but to be expected. It's all these boys' first Game 7s, I believe. But yeah, amazing series from both teams. The most exciting series in the first round. And I just want to say, we all need to sit back and just register what happened. This first round in the playoffs has been amazing. Even my favorite player being Giannis getting outed in the first round as the 1 seed. That happening. We just saw the greatest Game 7 ever. We seen the Lakers be the second playing team to ever win a playoff series. All this is amazing. Shoot, New York beat Cleveland. New York won a playoff series. Trae Young proved the doubters wrong. He took the series to 6 when they were supposed to get swept. This first round was amazing, man. Nothing short, but I'm gonna we back to the topic of Steph Curry. Man, them conversations on Twitter is coming up, and I can't wait till the offseason to get to where we can really go in depth with videos on if Steph Curry is a top 10 player of all time. Is Steph Curry greater than Magic Johnson? Now, off the slide, I'm not going to lie to you. I was one of those people that was not ready to give up that title to Magic Johnson as the greatest point guard ever. But as time goes on, and me being truly honest here about how I feel about just basketball in the 80s with Magic Johnson and all the help he had compared to what Steph Curry is doing now, sometimes I feel like the skill alone it's starting to outweigh the accolades of Magic Johnson. Now, I'm not ready to give Steph Curry the title because we just seen an amazing Game 7. I feel like I have the right to. Everybody has the right to overreact to the greatest Game 7 of all time. But I just want to say that the resumes aren't that far apart. Like, if somebody says Steph Curry is the greatest point guard of all time, I'm not arguing with you right now. Just be transparent. I'm not arguing with you right now. Best record of all time, 4 rings, like 6 finals appearances. I'm not arguing with you at all. first back-to-back unanimous MVP. I'm not arguing it with you. Top 10. Steph Curry is a top 10 player of all time. And there's no arguing it anymore for me. Honestly, I'll put him at 8. I'll put him at 9. 8, 9. I can't do the math off the top of my head, but all I know is that he's above Bill and Wilt. Just due to the fact that my respect for those eras is going down as the years go by. I understand the accolades, but let's be real here. Less than 15 teams in the league for a lot of it. Bill Russell had a lot of Hall of Famers on the team. Wilt Chamberlain couldn't win until he chose to not be selfish. We're not going to get into that whole shebang. Steph Curry is a top 10 player of all time. And it's not a question. Which makes it 1,000 times more impressive is due to the fact that Steph Curry is 6'3". He's not no dominant force that can get to his spots with his body. He's doing this shit off ball. He's doing this shit from 30 feet out. Wardell Stephen Curry is him. Oh my God, we got to talk about this Lakers series, man. Now, I was supposed to post my second round predictions today. Just due to the fact that we saw Miami won game 1. I think Jimmy Butler made it through. I didn't watch it all the way. I watched the first 3 quarters. 4th quarter, I had to do some main channel stuff. Check out my main channel if you haven't. But I'm still going to get that video out tomorrow. But I'm going to give y'all another sneak peek. If you hadn't seen my last video, I gave a sneak peek for this Denver Suns series. If you see the title, then it's given away. I still want you to check out my next video. But this Lakers-Warriors series, I'm going to be honest with you. Spoiler alert. I'm picking the Warriors in 6. Just due to the fact that the interior presence of Anthony Davis does not matter on this Warriors team. These guys don't have to penetrate. Don't get me wrong. Steph Curry can get to the rack. We saw that. Andrew Wiggins is an internal threat. And so even at times, Klay Thompson can beat you off the dribble if you're over-anticipating what he's going to do from the three-point line. Draymond Green is not the biggest driver, but best in belief he's going to use his body to get into that post. He's going to use his body to set a screen and give that handoff to Steph Curry, and he's going to do what he do. So I'm not really that worried about the defense that Anthony Davis brings. It's going to really be up to those guys, LeBron James, D'Angelo Russell, who's an extremely poor defender. Austin Reeves will be tested in this series. And I'm going to go with the Warriors in 6 just due to the inexperience of most. I think Anthony Davis is pretty inconsistent. I think LeBron James' age showed in this previous series with Memphis. It showed a lot. And I think Steph Curry is going to have another amazing series. I don't think those guys like D'Angelo Russell will be able to keep up. Austin Reeves will not be able to keep up. I don't think even if you try to throw Roy Hachimura on them, they're not going to keep. None of them is keeping up with Steph Curry. Now, I think that we can't see this outing again by Klay Thompson. I think he's going to be the big eyeball. We didn't speak on Game 6 Klay that didn't show up in the finals, or this Game 6 that's back-to-back Game 6's Klay, or this Game 7 Klay, or shit, even Andrew Wiggins doing what he does. But with the Lakers having a mediocre offense and the Warriors defense being kind of sus this season, I'm still going to hang on to the fact that they was the number 1 defense last year. And I kind of think we saw flashes of it. When they set a game plan, they can't execute, and they're going to force those guys like D'Angelo Russell and Austin Reeves to beat them. And I don't think it'll be successful for the Lakers. I do see LeBron James having 1 to 2 stinkers, and I think those will be games they lose. I do see Anthony Davis having 2 to 3 stinkers, and those will be games they lose. Kevon Looney is going to make Anthony Davis bang the series. We're going to have to see if Anthony Davis, being the finesse big he is, can keep up with that. Can he stop Kevon Looney off the boards? Anthony Davis has been great and an amazing rebounder since he came back from injuries, but Kevon Looney is going to be the test. Steph Curry is about to be the test on that conditioning of this Lakers team. But I think that's it. The takeaways from this video: Steph Curry is a top 10 player of all time, arguably the best point guard of all time. We just saw the greatest game. This season has been amazing. We just saw the greatest Game 7 ever. We saw like 3 of the 5 greatest games ever this season with Donovan Mitchell's 71, with Joel Embiid's 50, 10, 8, 8, and 7 game. We even saw Luka Doncic 60, 20, 20, 60, 20, 10 game. Just this whole season as a whole. We saw the 8th seed beat the 1. This season as a whole has been amazing. Shout out to Steph Curry, man. Give this man his flowers. Everybody counted them out against this. A lot of people, not everybody, a lot of people counted them out against the Suns team when they went down 0-2, saying the Warriors dynasty is over. It's the end. We was already talking about Draymond Green. We saw the drama with Kevon Looney and Draymond Green this offseason, and a little clip that came out of Jordan Poole not wanting to dap up Draymond. But I think I'm just rambling at this point, so I'm going to see you guys tomorrow with my predictions of the second round. I love you guys more than I love myself. Check out my main channel below, and I'm out. Peace.